And welcome back to Success Today. I'm Bob Guiney. Joining me today is one of my good friends, Greg Rollett. Greg, creator, founder of Ambitious.com, of which I've actually got to contribute a little to, which I'm very excited to hear about this.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell our viewers of the show what Ambitious.com is and what it aims to do?
Yeah, so I've been really fortunate and blessed to do a lot of cool things at a young age. So I was a rapper in a rock band. I got to tour the country. I got to play at Madison Square Garden when I was 22 years old. I got to go out in Knitting Factory in LA and Hollywood Boulevard when I was like 23. And I got to do all these awesome things. And now as I'm starting to get a little older, starting to have the family, I'm looking at some of these younger people. And we were just chatting before, but they got their cell phones out on Friday night and they're flipping through Instagram.
Right.
I want them to create the Instagrams, and that's what I did during my 20s and 30s. So we created Ambitious.com as a way to help them to see that there are other people doing this, and there's also direction to do it, because they might go, you know what, I want to try to get fit, or I want to travel, but I don't really know where to start. I don't have that path. So we created this to really help give them the path and show them that there's other 20-somethings doing this cool stuff.
Right, so it's almost like I mean, if you can't beat them, join them type of thing. But at the same time, like you said, instead of watching other people live their lives on Instagram, be the person whose people are going, wow, I want to do what he's doing.
Yeah, and there's so many things too. So there's the career aspect, right?
Yeah.
So think about it. When you were little, you probably played sports growing up. I know you played college ball and all that. But when we're growing up, we had Little League, we had karate, we had piano lessons, we had gymnastics. We get into school and we join clubs and associations, and we're on the debate team and this and that. And we go to college and we join fraternities and do all this stuff. We have so much going on in our lives, and we're doing all these incredible things. And then you get your first job, and then you wake up 5 years later and you go to work from 9 to 5 and you go to happy hour on Friday night. What happened to all the other stuff?
Right.
And it's like this weird thing happens, and I want to show them that, today, especially more than ever, you can be an insurance adjuster from 9 to 5 and then, go and cook spaghetti sauce and sell it at a farmer's market on Saturday. You can, you can be the guy, playing gigs on the weekend. You can be making beats. You can go on Etsy and do all this cool stuff. You can start side hustles and projects. So from a career aspect, from a travel aspect, you can take 2-week sabbaticals, and there's all kinds of cool ways to get on the road and do weekend road trips. So from a travel aspect, and then from a culture aspect and a food aspect. I mean, you and I growing up, ramen noodles to us, it's like the 15-cent bag, right? Yeah. Ramen noodles today, they're like $30 like nice dishes and stuff.
I know,
so I mean, food's changed and culture's changed, and we want to show them that there's these awesome things, that the world, that it's abundant out there. So many people call us the lazy generation, and they say, we're job hoppers and all this and all that, but there's so much opportunity out there that I don't want people to get sidetracked of all the negativity. I want them to see the positive stuff that's going on.
That's great. Now, you obviously, I know you can probably count millions of these, but if you could think of 1 or 2 examples of how Ambitious.com has affected people the way that you want it to affect people that are going to start using the site, what would they be?
Yeah, totally. So the one story that really rings true to me to what ambition is, especially being a former rapper in a rock band, the white rapper in the rock band, right?
You were doing it.
We had this artist that we found. His name's Prince Harvey, and he's out of New York City, and he lives in a house. I forget the exact number, but 6 or 7 people living in like a 1-bedroom apartment essentially. Right. And he had a computer, and he was recording his album on, and his hard drive died, and he lost all of it. He didn't have enough money to go buy a new computer. Most people would say, well, I'll wait till I get my tax check next year and I'll finish the album, or I'll wait till this happens. We always wait till that date, right? So like, I'll wait to lose weight till after the holidays.
Sure,
And so instead of saying, I'll wait till that next moment, he took an hour-long bus every single morning to an Apple store like 3 towns away, and he secretly recorded his album. And you go in the Apple store, they have the computers right there.
Right.
Well, he brought in a thumb drive, and he put his hand over the thumb drive so no one saw it, and he literally made the beat. So imagine like you're in the Apple store, and there's this guy like going in the store, right? And then he's rapping over, and he made an album over the course of 4 months inside of an Apple store. That is the ambition. That's what you can do. That's what I mean when like abundance. So imagine like you're a painter, and you're like, well, I can't afford paint supplies. Well, go find a wall to paint on. Find the way to actually do this, and that's really what ambition means to me, and that's the kind of the definition of the guy that we talk to on the site.
I love that. Now, obviously, you've already had a ton of traffic on this site. I mean, I think we said, what, 30-some?
Yeah, the first just 30 days, I mean, 30,000 people checking it out. I mean, our goal is really to impact millennials all across the country, but also all across the world. We have writers now in Venezuela who are talking about the government and the oppression of young people there. And, it's my belief that it's the young people who are going to change the world. I mean, look at, like, Facebook. Just this week, 1 in 7 people across the world logged into Facebook on Monday this week.
Yeah, that's crazy.
1 in 7 people around the entire world in one day went on Facebook. You got Snapchat, that's founded by a 24-year-old. You got, companies like Airbnb and Uber are founded by under 35-year-olds. We're the people that are going to change the world. And, so we want to talk to those people all across the world and all the markets around the world.
I love it. How do people find the site? How do people find what you're doing, and how do people get in touch with it?
Well, the good news is we spent a lot of money on the domain name.
Yeah.
So they can just go to ambitious.com and they can see all the latest posts. And we have it all broken down by section, everything there. They can go and just see what we got going on. Definitely join the mailing list so you can see just different opportunities and things that we got going on for you. And keep updated. And that way we deliver the daily ambition right to your inbox.
I love it. Greg, continued success, buddy.
Hey, thanks, Bob.
I know it'll be another one in your book of wonderful things you got in the
Appreciate it, man. Thanks for having me.